What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Chris, as always with me.
Liam.
Today we got a little bit of a different format. I'm currently traveling, but we always want to bring you reviews, and I definitely watched the show. So without further ado, we're going to be diving into Murderbot Season 1, Episode 8. Is Apple TV ruining this show? We're going to dive into it all. As you've been tuning in, you know we've been reviewing the entire season. If you're brand new, hit subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. And the comment sections where you can engage and where many of us just have a conversation about the exact things we're talking about right now. So Liam and I are going to dive in, and we'll see you guys in the comments.
I'm really disappointed in this episode. It felt like by far the worst example of it being too short.
It reminds me of those, like, it's almost like one of those reels that loops where it's just a little bit of information, but like there's not enough there. And so you're like, what did I just really watch? And I think that really goes back to what we've said all season, is that these episodes are far too short. And we're not getting enough context in 30 minutes for it to feel like we actually know what we're seeing. And all the other things that are happening with the cast not being able to truly fill the roles that the book has done, and it just feeling really nerfed down. I don't know, man. I'm hoping that Apple TV does like they did with Ted Lasso, and they end up extending these to an hour long if they do a season 2. But I don't think they've done the source material based on our comments. I have not read them, but I thank you guys so much for commenting and filling in and letting us know this information. But based on your opinions and then what I've built based on those opinions, I don't think that this show's doing the justice to the source material.
I think it's just a timing issue myself. I really do. But we did get to see Rita as a bad
That
guy.
cool. That was cool. Yeah, we're also
Or
reviewing. We're
possible
going
bad
back
guy.
through. Yeah, we're going back through Handmaid's Tale too. So to see other characters pop up in different, like now a bad guy, yeah, that was pretty cool because she's definitely not bad in Handmaid's Tale. She's one of the good rebels people. Um, yeah, so I mean, let's dive into the actual core of what happened. I know there wasn't much, and we'll see what we think.
Yeah, at the beginning we get to see his favorite TV show. And
Yep.
it's what was that, like his first lieutenant or something like that, that had a coup and had the android decapitate him.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly, yeah, the show, his favorite show that he watches, that he binges.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a glimpse into, I think that they do a pretty good job of using that show to kind of mirror his thought process of like what's going on in the episode.
Mhm.
Um, but I think because the episodes are so short, it almost feels like having a show inside of a show doesn't fit. Um, but at the same time, I think that I'll just leave it at that. Honestly, the show inside the show doesn't fit because it's too short, and I would like to have more of Murderbot's internal dialogue and what he's thinking.
I was wondering where you're going with that, because I don't think he'd ever hurt Mensa. He respects and kind of like looks up to her entirely too much, in my opinion. So I don't think that parallel would work very well. But I did enjoy that the android inside the show part was like, you know what, fuck y'all, we're all dying.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That was fun for me for sure. But he gets to go inside his biggest hater's brain, and he reversed it on them. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. It was Garapin was like planning it all along, according to Murderbot, because he had his defenses down and let him in.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like the things that Garapin's looking for to use against him are Murderbot's open and honest about that stuff. Like he doesn't have that human ability to like lie or need to lie, and so he's just like, no, like that's not why I named myself that. That could have been an implanted memory. I don't know. He's like, if you really think about it, though, based on results, based on the actions, he's done nothing but protect those people, and so the likelihood that he actually did go rogue because he wanted to kill those people is pretty slim. Probably got taken over, probably got overrode. Like he is a robot, right? So he can his what is it? The attack module could be overridden.
Well, it's already happened once, right? Just not to great success. Like they were able to stop it last second, with him shooting himself.
Yeah,
Right? So it did happen already, so it may have happened before, but Yeah, I'm not. I didn't get very much from this episode at all. It was extremely frustrating to me.
Yeah. I mean, you had some tiny side conversations. You had the thruple there
The
who are,
57 dead also.
yeah.
The throuple
Yeah.
was funny. The
Now that
throuple
was
was
like
funny.
the comedic relief of the episode. And then also Rafi being like, hey, let me go be the spy and give me a bigger gun, even though he botched it the first time. Oh, and then the other funny part was the whole crew thinking they're badasses because they try to help Murderbot fight that guy. Meanwhile, they were all just in the way the entire time.
He was reliving their fuck ups.
Mhm. Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, like that was basically the episode. There was nothing really else to it.
Yeah, the people that came to the planet and started killing people have like three additional of the souped up versions, right?
Mhm.
And they want to have this meeting because they say that things are misconstrued. It was all based under a huge misunderstanding, but bad guys lied. Don't know if they're quite bad yet. We have no idea what's going on. And it's
Yeah.
just for of, oh, we've got two more episodes left. Let's go. I mean, I, I I am frustrated at this point.
We did get confirmation of what we thought was happening. There is a third party mining team that we found that they're a mining company, third party company on this planet. They are not there publicly. They have bribed off the company to be there privately. They are absolutely after alien remnants, which is the thing we saw, that glowing ball thing.
Mhm.
They absolutely are using those illegally, like ripping them off the planet, doing things they're not supposed to with them. And so that to me is the underlining, uh, what's the driving force for the enemy? What's what we saw Rita show up as, right? And I don't think that they showed up. The reason they didn't show up so quickly, and the BB kind of hints to that, is that they were waiting for those 30-second units to show up because they needed reinforcements. And so I guess once those units showed up, that would make sense that then they went to go raid and get the information. Because I believe that the uh, other, what was it? What was the other company that got killed?
I
Delta Fall, Delta Fall, or something like that.
something like that because she messed up the name. I remember that part.
Yeah, Delta Fall, and she calls it Delta Fall or something like that. But they they suggest that they had not found the alien like remnants, but they had run into the mining operation. So that's why they killed them. So my guess is that the reason they want to talk to Mensa and the rest and not kill them is because they need that information. Where is this artifact that we're trying to find? Where is this thing we're trying to exploit and get resources from and make money off of?
Yeah, the
So
third and the thruple had mentioned that
yeah,
their just can keep them alive long enough, just in
yeah.
time for them to figure out then they're no use.
Exactly. But the really frustrating part of all of this, and I completely agree with you, is we watched 28 minutes of an episode and we got all of that information in a couple of minutes. So like the rest of the 25 minutes of watching this episode was just like, what's going on? But we did get the plot move forward. We did get some confirmation on what's happening. We did get confirmation of the bad guy. But man, I want more Murderbot. Like just more of him. Yeah.
Just give me a freaking stitched version of the entire show put together without the recaps and just put it out as a full freaking two-part movie or some shit.
Yeah,
And
that could be a nice way to save it. Yeah. Do a 3-part miniseries almost where they're like 2.5 hours long, like sci-fi used to do back in the day, like Dune, when
yeah,
Dune first came out. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
that would be the best way I think that they can save it. And I'm glad that you ran to the example from Ted Lasso about them switching from 30 format to an hour long format because I we brought it up before like look that could save the entire show. So if they go ahead and do that for season 2, if it's not too late already, it might be really good to revisit.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right, that
But yeah, that's
about it. Like my hopes aren't held too high very much for these last remaining episodes that we got left. So I don't know right now, dude.
yeah. I mean, we're invested, and at the end of the day, I do enjoy the concept of what's going on here. But will they pull it off and execute it, and then ultimately, will they take the audience's input, the feedback from us, not just us, but everybody, because we're not the only ones thinking and saying this, um, and adjust course so that we can really enjoy a full experience of what the source material can give us.
And I would add the caveat of no, never mind. Forget it.
All good. Well, appreciate you guys being here with us. If you enjoyed this episode, as I said earlier, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. We drop multiple episodes a week. Murderbot's just one of the shows we're reviewing, and it's actually coming to an end. July is actually going to be a very big month. Super excited. We got a lot of really cool sci-fi stuff popping off, and some horror stuff too with Stephen King. I'm actually going through the Institute right now, so that when we watch the series, I can remember more. Because with the TV, I forget shit all the time. But I'm really excited for a bunch of stuff coming up. So stay tuned, guys. A lot of stuff coming. But until then, we've got tons of videos for you guys to check out. And make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you later.
Find the strength hiding in each battle scar. You're not who you were. You've already come far.